listening. Maybe that's how we spend our last hour, Ian.
Like I was telling you before we started show today, in California, outside of huge holiday churches, there's certain max waits that tend to happen because locals will only wait so long for any given ride, and then they just kind of walk around filling up the walkways. And I know because I do it.
Yeah, I'm perfectly content with this. But let's go through Fantasyland, I think. Allow us, Fresh Baked.
Fresh Baked!
Hey, how's it going, guys? To take you through the sights and sounds of Disneyland.
Soon to be filled with a parade, a new parade.
It's getting that time, isn't it?
Well, I mean like
oh, you mean for Magic Happens?
Yeah.
Yes, that's happening quickly.
Yeah.
Now, are we borrowing any of those floats from anything?
I don't think so much borrowing, but I saw a photo from the ED92 just yesterday. I think Paris is getting a clone of our Frozen float for a little mini Frozen parade.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a little model of it. They took a picture. So if you want to get an idea,
the Frozen float for Magic Happens.
Yeah. I don't know which one it was developed for first, but I'm like, that's definitely the same thing.
I'm gonna pull over right here because I want to look at this. Storybook Land makes me happy. That makes me happy. Did you know, Ian, that in the original concept for the Burbank Park that they were going to do across the street from the studio, that there was going to be a shoot-the-chute ride that went through Monstro's mouth at the bottom? Shoot-the-chute, like a log ride almost, like that drop you.
Oh, okay.
It was going to be one of those that you would drop and then you would go through Monstro's mouth.
Times were different then.
I know, right?
You could be hey, this might be mildly terrifying, but we're okay with that. And in fact, we actually think it's good. It's good for a child to experience a safe level of fear, which to some degree I do agree with.
But that makes me, it gives me pleasure to think that, we look at this as historical. We look at this scene, the Monstro scene, as being like part of the Disneyland landscape. But it actually goes even before that, beyond that, before Disneyland.
It's probably a different context, but
No, different context. Well, that happens a lot, though. You see that. You look back at all the attractions and lands and parks that were never built. Almost everything that we see today was derivative of a concept that they had done for another thing. And they said, let's do that over here now.
Yeah. Someone went looking through the art archives and said, hey, this is a good idea. We haven't built this yet.
Yeah.
What if we actually did do this, now that we have more tech and stuff?
Yeah. Hey, she's going solo. Is she going to practice? Oh, no, they usually have somebody with them when they do that, huh?
Yeah. It could be they just brought the boat out, and so needs to do a loop around. Just
one loop,
And but she has to she stays spaced far enough behind the previous boat that just left.
Yep.
I'm taking wild guesses. I do not know for sure.
Wild guesses.
That makes sense to me?
It makes sense to me. Someday soon, Ian.
It's gonna be interesting.
Have you seen the end of Snow White at Paris?
I have not.
I would look that up on YouTube when you have a chance.
How different is it? Let's have to go here.
When Liz and I rode, we were stopped in that room for a second. It was cringe. The last room at Paris is cringe, and
I mean,
the concept art or the way they're describing the final scene here does sound a lot like the Paris scene.
Well, I'll say none of these scenes are meant to be stopped in for long periods of time. They're all meant to be things you see and you move on to the next.
I hope so. Yeah.
So I feel like any of these, if you were stopped in them for a while.
Well, I guess it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous.
My first thought is I hope it doesn't encroach too much into the dark woods, but that effect is so rarely working now anyways, with the trees lighting up and shaking.
Yeah.
Like the trees so rarely properly come to life.
They don't, do they?
Again, they're supposed to, their sort of eyes light up, they appear to have mouths that then kind of move a bit.
Yeah. Well, what about? I mean, you know, I really like.
I would say them saying that they're going to mess with the facade. That's what worries me.
That makes me nervous too. I really like this.
So if we're going to make it match, you know, the castle better. I'm like,
why?
Whoa, slow down.
Why?
These design choices were made specifically for this attraction.
Yeah.
And to still blend the things around it.
I don't.
It is a darker attraction.
But
like if you're
yeah.
If you're going to put that jewel tone blue on this, then please stop right now and reconsider your whole thought process. I'm not saying it's bad, but think about it more. Just take a little more time, maybe.
Is that a thing that somebody said? I want to see that happen. Whose idea was that? To like, we need to make the Snow White castle look like this one.
I don't know. I know. We said there's a weird contrast between these blues and things next to it now, but that has to.
I'm fine with it.
But that, to me, again, that has to do with the choice of the castle and not the other things.
Let me get out of here. All right. It's tense in here. Hey, where did you go?
I'm here.
Hey, this way to Frontierland. Let's get out of here. My goodness.
I hear there's lots of land in the Old West.
Yes, it's a new frontier, as they say. Oh, look, there's Gaston. Is that it? That's not his usual outfit, is it?
Oh, they updated it recently.
Did they?
A little more earth tony, less.
Yeah, it was more red, like bright red before.
It's a little more toned rather than.
Which is that still evocative of the animated film, or?
It is. It's just a different choice.
Interesting.
I don't think I meet characters enough to have a strong opinion on it.
Yeah, like one way or the other. This is good versus bad.
I think that's a little too outside my wheelhouse for me to have an honest opinion about that, not just being just picking a side just because.
Wait, Ian, you don't want people to come to you for your opinions on Gaston's costuming?
No. To be fair, I'm not sure I want anyone to come to me for my opinions ever, but.
I disagree with that. How's this aged for you? It's been a few years now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do miss the Carnation Gardens.
Yeah, that was here.
I mean, I like this, but I still miss the old. I think that's a fair.
I can't even remember it anymore. I don't even remember it. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's interesting. A little bit of juxtaposition there. You want to get your picture taken in a? Hey, what's up?
Well, if I remember correctly, you're only allowed to do that if you did Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. No one else.
Oh, you're too tall for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, through the magic of themed entertainment, we found our way to Frontierland.
Yeah.
That was pretty magical. This is what you do when it's too crowded to wait in any queue. And it's pretty cool.
And sometimes you run into a musical act. Sometimes you walk past.
Dude, there's all kinds of things that can happen to you.
Character interaction.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's cute.
Magic happens. Ah! See what I did there?
Fresh baked.
Hi.
For the record, that still feels like just as a title of a parade. If there's not some heavy use of look at this magic trick in each float, it is.
Well, that's what I've been saying. There better be some actual magic happening on those floats.
Otherwise, it's just the most means nothing title for a parade.
But that's what we were promised. I think.
That's the thing. I don't know if officially they've ever said. I remember that's what the rumor mill was that was
didn't I see something like that in the Parks blog or something? No, it's at D23. I think he mentioned something.
I can't remember if they did or not. If they did, then yes. No, I'm excited. The float designs they've shown look good.
Yeah, I do like the float designs. Better than Sensational.
I'm excited to see all the ones they have.
That's right. We only know like 4 floats so far?
Yeah. Frozen, Moana, Coco, and Sleeping Beauty. Which sounds like that Sleeping Beauty is the finale.
tractor beam. You're like,
Oh, this half of the park?
just gets pulled. It pulls me here all the time. The tractor beam.
Again, the whole left half of the park is just perfection.
It is. Everything just works together perfectly.
Yeah. And it's not to say the other stuff is great too. Like Fantasyland is great, but just the way everything here flows and transitions and plays off of each other is just.
You don't realize we're looking at we're in the middle of 3 different lands right here, pretty much. Adventureland, Frontierland, and New Orleans Square.
But none of it looks out of place.
No.
And even then, you can still see Critter Country. And
yeah, that's true.
Like,
but even that, and that flows too.
Yeah, it's not jarring.
No, not at all.
Yeah, a lot of uses. There's a lot of use of the word immersive, and I think what all it should really mean is that you don't think about the place you're at.
Right.
Like you don't, and that's what's happening here.
It feels like Disney's kind of latched onto that term recently to the point where they're on the verge of just putting it on a T-shirt.
And the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way, and even tell you about the Layton bridges.
I applaud your choices, guests on the Mark Twain.
Mississippi, heading south.
Well done.
Down New Orleans.
And then there's Main Street Disneyland.
Like 80 to 150.
What am I hearing?
Someone has bells on something.
Is that a practical sound I'm hearing? That's not over the speakers, right?
Oh, it's the Dapper Dance. They have little.
Oh, they're doing it. Okay. Dapper
Like,
Dance.
that's something.
Wow. One of my favorite feelings anytime I come to Disneyland is the way I feel when I walk down Main Street at the beginning of a day. It's a little different when you're walking down at the end of the day, though, isn't it? Still feels good, but it's different. Do you think that this park would be different, Ian? Like, how do you think adding a second entrance or exit would affect how you visit the park and how you feel about it?
Well, and we technically have that by way of the model.
Well, okay. Yeah.
In which case, there are times where if it's really busy, and I'm like, especially later in the day, if I just need to get back in the park.
Yeah. But I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, like let's say we were able to exit, like at Knott's Berry Farm. Wait, they have 2 exits,
They
right?
technically have a back exit, but they don't use all of it. They usually only use it when it's super busy.
Okay.
And they're parking people in the dirt lot behind.
Let's say you could leave at Critter Country.
What?
Let's say you could exit at Critter Country.
They'd have to do a lot of work to make that work.
Well, I'm just saying, would that?
It wouldn't feel right.
It wouldn't feel right, right? Because there's sort of like a goodbye happening when you go down Main Street.
Closing credits.
Yeah. I don't know if I would ever leave that way. I don't think I ever could.
Not unless that was just the only way I could really get out. Like, if it was just like super packed and I'm like, I have to just get out.
Yeah.
I can see scenarios where I'm like, well, I guess I got to use this exit.
But that's a purely practical point of view, which Walt did not consider practicality in that sense. That wasn't a concern for him, I don't think. It was more about show. And the proper way to open and close a show is to have that proper entrance and the proper exit.
Yeah. I mean, there is a certain reality that there are days where there's so many people that the street was not designed to handle.
No, it's so true. That's why they have these the alley exits, you know?
The overflow.
The overflow. I'm sure that wasn't an ideal situation.
Remember at one point we heard they were going to like fully do proper facades for
for this back here,
They never announced it or anything, but
it was rumored, heavily rumored.
Yeah, that they're going to do proper full facades.
Kind of like the Liberty, Edison they were going to call it back in the day.
Square or whatever,
Yeah. That was going to be a whole land back. Well, not a whole
like
land. It was a small land,
subsection
like a
of
mini land.
Yeah.
A subset of Main Street. Yeah. The concept art on that was pretty interesting. It was kind of a dead end though. You had to loop in and then come back out the way you came.
Yeah.
which doesn't really work too well.
But as long as there's not too much back there, it means that you're not driving too much traffic into that.
They were low impact attractions.
Whereas
for sure.
Like, out for years, Splash Mountain and everything at that end is a dead end, and there is a lot of traffic driven, not just to Splash Mountain, but to Pirates and to Magic Mansion.
Yeah.
And all that.
They're not anymore, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, this was quite lovely. I enjoyed walking around Disneyland this afternoon without having to worry about any lines or attractions. That's kind of nice. I dig it.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!